What's going on, y'all? It's Steve here. I just wanted to come on here just to give my thoughts and 2 cents on what World of Geekdom said. Earlier, he made a video talking about how the culture war has rotted our brains as people. And I just want to say, man, I agree with what World of Geekdom has said, because it's like every time you turn around, more specifically like on YouTube, it's like every time you turn around on YouTube, it's like you can't escape it. You have people labeling things as either racist or misogynist, or you have other people labeling things as woke or DEI, and it's like, yo, man, like, when are we gonna grow up and get a life? Like, when are we gonna stop revolving our lives around YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and like the internet as a whole? Like, when are we gonna stop revolving our lives around the internet? Oh, man. It's like people today want to nitpick every single thing. You have people on the left that nitpick every single thing, or people on the right nitpicking every single thing. And I could say the same thing about, this whole gender war. You have men nitpicking every little thing that the women say, or the women nitpicking every little thing that the men say, It's like, yo, man, like I'm totally over it. I'm seriously over it. It's like, why are we so scratch that. I'm sorry. I went blank for a second. But it's like, why are we as people revolving our lives around, this whole culture and gender war thing? Why are we revolving our lives around this whole thing? It's at this point, it's getting tiring, it's getting childish, it's getting overrated. I will say there used to be a point in time where the culture war, and too, also I could say the gender war too. I mean, there used to be a point in time where they meant something. But now it's gotten out of control. And it's like, yo, like, you can't escape it. And the reason why I'm so frustrated about this whole culture war and this whole gender war thing is because, like, every time I go on YouTube, it's like, dang, like, you can't escape it. You can't escape it. It's like you have like all these videos of these dudes talking about, reasons why men today are wrong. Like, I don't care. I don't want to see that on my For You page. Like, I don't want to see that crap. Like, get that crap out of here. I don't want to see that. Like, and you have people, who lean to the right and claim to be anti-woke, or if they don't lean to the right, but again they claim to be anti-woke, calling every little thing woke, or every little thing a part of like the DEI. It's like, who cares? Like, I don't care. Like, if you're not gonna support it, then that's you. That's fine. You don't have to support it if you don't want to. But just because you don't support it doesn't mean you have to persuade everybody else to not support it, because that's you being selfish. Like, seriously. Like, at this point, you're just being a selfish person if you're doing that. Like, for example, right, when the whole Little Mermaid the whole Little Mermaid controversy, right? You know, people had a problem with the fact that, you know, the Little Mermaid, the Little Mermaid was race swapped from a white woman to a black woman. And it's like, me personally, even though I will say I didn't agree with the race swap, but again, I didn't care. And the main reason why I didn't care is because I'm not going to cry and complain about a movie that's not catered to me. And like, that's what a lot of people, more specifically, like I've been seeing a lot of men, you know, on YouTube, you know, with this whole Little Mermaid controversy, crying and complaining about a movie that's not catered to them. It's like, okay, yo, you're a grown man crying and complaining about a movie that's not made for you. Like, which is, to me, that's entirely suspect. But that's neither here nor there. Fast forward, you know, this whole Assassin's Creed Shadows controversy, where people are upset about the fact that they put Yasuke in the video game. Which I will say, even though we have a limited amount of history on this man, he was a real person. Like that's something that we have to come to grips with. I mean, yeah, we don't have a lot of history on this man, but at the end of the day, he was a real person, and he was there during that time of feudal Japan, which is like what, the mid to late Sengoku period. I mean, he was there during that time. So I mean, I could see if he was just some made up character. Okay, yeah, I could see the outrage behind that. Or if they race swapped Oda Nobunaga from being Japanese to black, like I could see the outrage from that too. But it's like, yo, people are so mad about, you know, a lot of people are mad about a game that they're not even going to play themselves, right? You know, the game didn't even drop yet. You know, the only thing that we got from this game was a game trailer and a gameplay. I mean, we don't even know what the storyline is going to be about when it comes to this game. That's one. And number two, you know, people are crying and complaining about a game that is more so based around historical fiction. Like, it's like, yo, like grow, like, okay, they put a real life historical in the game. Like, who cares? Grow up. It's a video game. If you're not gonna play it, then don't play it. If you're not gonna buy it, don't buy it. Like, if you don't want to see the gameplays on YouTube for this game, like the full gameplays on YouTube for this game, then don't watch the full gameplays. Like, don't do it. But yo, like, it seems like everybody is nitpicking every little thing. You know, people on the right nitpicking every little thing, calling every little thing woke or DEI. You know, people on the left calling everything racist or misogynist. It's like, yo, like, grow up. Grow up. Like, we have way bigger fish to fry than, you know, crying and complaining about a video game or about a movie or about a TV show. Like, who cares? It's out. Like, if you don't want to watch it, if you don't want to see it, if you don't want to play the game, then don't do it. Like, if that's you, then that's you. But don't try to get everybody else to think like you on certain things. Like, that's just, like, you're being selfish at this point. You're being entirely selfish if you're going to go out of your way to try to get everyone else to think the same way you're thinking. Like, that's totally selfish. But yo, man, this whole culture war thing, this whole gender war thing, I'm burnt out. I'm seriously burnt out. And World of Geekdom, you know, you may not see this video, I already know, but if you do come across this video, man, I just want to say, man, I salute to you, my brother. I agree with you 100% on what you said earlier in your video. I mean, yo, like, I don't know, man. It's like people just care too much. I think that's the problem, man. People are starting to care way, way, way too much. It's like, yo, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. I mean, if we weren't crying, complaining about, you know, certain movies and TV shows and video games before, why are we crying, complaining about it now? Like, why? Who cares? If you're not going to support it, then you don't support it. Like, I don't care if you lean right or left. If you see a movie or a TV show or a video game and you feel as though you don't want to support it, then that's fine. You don't support it. But like, I'm getting sick and tired of the crying and the complaining and the nitpicking and, excuse my language, but the bitching and the moaning. I'm getting sick and tired of it. And again, you can't escape it. You can't escape it. Every time I turn around on YouTube, it's like you cannot escape it. It's like somebody has something to say about something. Like, yo, who cares? Like it's not that serious, man. It's not that deep, man. Like, my God, man. Like, there's more to life than this whole culture war thing. There's more to life than this whole gender war thing. There's more to life than, you know, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Snapchat. There's more to life than this stuff, man. Like, can we just grow up as a people? There's more to life than what these celebrities are doing. Like, there's more to life than this. Like, yo, like, oh my God, man. Like, bruh, like, we really need to, like, turn the TV off, turn the phones off, close our laptops. It's like, yo, like, we need to go outside and touch grass. We need to go outside and, like, actually interact with each other face to face. Like, we need to start doing that more. Like, yo, like, man, like, it's not that serious. I mean, we weren't acting like this before. But for some odd reason now, we just want to act like this. Like, we have bigger issues to talk about. Like, we have bigger fish to fry, man. Like, it's like these video games, man, these movies, these TV shows, it's not that serious, man. Not that deep, man. But that's it. That's all I gotta say, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, man. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video if you want to. If you haven't seen the video from World of Geekdom, talking about how the culture war has rotted our brains, don't worry, I will put the link to that video down in the description box below. But anyway, man, it's time for us as people to just grow the hell up. Like, seriously, man. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. Like, come on, man. Like, if we didn't care before, we don't have to care now. Like, I'm getting sick of this shit. Like the culture war, the gender war, you can't escape it. Like, you seriously can't escape it. And it's getting on my damn nerves. Like, it really is. And I'm not the only one that thinks that, by the way. Like it's really getting on my nerves. But that's it. That's all I gotta say, man. I love y'all. I'm out. Have a good day. Deuces.